Xtrada 629er. The drivetrain of this bike is 11 speed. So it's a 1x11 with a Shimano Diore rear derailleur. Also in the rear you have a 11x51 cassette. So it gives you a nice wide range and easy climbing and good speeds too. The Diore derailleurs have a clutch in them. The shifting of the Diore derailleurs are quick and precise. On the front, we have a 32 teeth crankset and this is nice, gives it a nice range. The drivetrain on this bike is a full Diore, so you have Diore front, rear and shifters too. On the front, you have a 120mm coil suspension from Suntour. This has a lockout, a load adjuster and a rebound adjuster too. While the suspension is quite decent, it does give you a good amount of control. You can set it up nicely. The wheels on this bike are 29 inches. And the original tires which come are Maxis, Ardent. So it's quite nice, gives good rolling on roads as well as on trails. The handlebar on this bike is a 760mm alloy handlebar mounted on a 45mm stem. The handlebar on this bike is nice and wide. In combination with that short stem, it's going to give you amazing control on road or on trail. Braking is provided by dual 160mm hydraulic disc brakes. These are Shimano MT201s. Now let's talk about frame comfort. Having had this bike for a few days, I have been using it. I haven't done any off-road trails, mainly because there is lockdown and there are a lot of restrictions around. But I have used it around, the city itself. I have commuted on it and the frame geometry is really comfortable. The combination of this frame with this handlebar gives you a good amount of control and it is good fun to ride on road too.
There's internal routing of cables. There is a provision for installing a dropper post too.
This bike weighs in at about 13.5 kgs. This bike is priced at 69,990 rupees. That was a good. Now for my cribs. Considering the price of the bike, I think I would have liked a few things to be upgraded. Let's start with the brakes itself. The brakes in the front especially could have been upgraded. It would have been nice to get 180mm considering that this is an XC bike and you need better brakes on the trails. And my last crib, the front suspension. Considering the price, I would have really liked that this bike comes with a air shock. Gives you a little bit lesser weight and more control on the bike itself. So what's my opinion of this bike? Well, if you're looking at a nice bike which is a good starter and you can keep upgrading in the near future, it's an ideal bike for you. The drivetrain is, well, top notch. The front suspension could do with an upgrade. But overall, that frame geometry is very comfortable. So if you guys want, check out this bike, and until next time, safe ride everyone.